Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of our first, well, not really our first, as I said in the last video, we already played the first story off camera. We just got hooked by it and forget that we weren't recording in our enthusiasm. So this is episode 2 of Griftlands with a Rook playthrough. The first playthrough, so in a sense, for the character, a blind playthrough, for the game, not so much. Episode 1 was pretty interesting. We did our first mission for Felimo over here, and got some basic backstory as well, which was actually pretty interesting, like a worker class rebellion uprising sort of thing going on. Which, an interesting team. So yeah, let's get to our second mission as well. So last time we finished one of the missions, and now we, as you can see, we have a couple of options over here. We could go to the last stand, where Hebel sells refreshment and healing, which is actually pretty interesting. And now we have our second job as well, all play and no work. We're gonna confront somebody and beat them up. But first, well, we are full HP and we only lack a bit of resolve, so that's not really necessary per se to go up here and heal. But since it's a very interesting mechanic, we're gonna check it out real quickly. A dusty old Kradashi approaches you as you enter. Your Admiralty, yeah? I can read it across your shoulders. Now, Admiralty is like a military force occupying this planet, I guess. I was, once. Aerostat, if I had to guess. That would be my something aviation kind of themed due to his hat, yeah, sure. We could compliment Pengamund on his perception, which would probably be interesting. Or we could warn Pengamund to mind his own business. Now, I think we would warn him to mind his own business, because last playthrough we snuck up really close, warm and snuggle, to the Admiralty. He's a coin trader, though. Huh, that makes it interesting. Alright, let's just... No, we're gonna be friendly for now, because the coins we can... Which is our special mechanic over here, Lucky Coin. We can apparently trade our own coin for a new one that might do better things. So we're gonna stay friendly to this guy. They can take our youth, but they can't take our cunning. Oh, they would if they could, I'm sure. Alright, well met then. Enjoy your... Do you have your squadron coin? Ooh. Can I see it? Now that's quite personal. No, please don't take offense. I'm a collector, you see. I have several coins of my own if you're up for a trade. I'm always here. I like the foot traffic. You decide you might be up for a trade? Just find me. Pengamund backs off and seems content to give you your space. If there's an angle, you can't guess it. Alright, so let's just have a look at Pengamund. Alright, so our current coin is our spare coin, which will give us one composure whenever it's flipped tails, and whenever it's... heads, and whenever it's snails, that's what it's called, deal 1 damage to a random enemy argument. Mud coin. Apply 1 composure to a random friendly argument, or deal 2 damage to a random enemy argument. We could go for the marsh coin, which is more defensive, or the sifty. Ooh, draw a card or discard a card. Huh. Now, if we would have a team going around this would be really good. And if we could manipulate that coin with like the rig mechanic, man, that would be insane. Alright, so I think we would trade for the common lucky coin for now. Were we going a bit more aggressive or nah? Yeah, we added like 2 aggressive styles, so we would rather have that flip this way so we could do... Yeah, let's just give it a shot. Ah yes, this one has a familiar weight. A pleasure to hold it again for sure. Pengamund studies the coin fondly before sliding it into a lined case. Interesting. Alright, so let's have a chat with Hebel. The bar is well known in your network, a quiet speakeasy where folks like you can rest away from prying eyes. The client keeps their heads down as you come in, and if they're curious enough to study your face, they're clever enough to hide it. His smile is amazing. Hello, barkeep. The name's Rook, and I'm simply parched. The bartender inspects you carefully, nods once, and keeps the conversation nice and low. Word was I should expect you. I don't make a habit of helping out no more than I need to. You keep that in mind. Thank Hebel. Thank you, barkeep. Your warmth and hospitality will keep me going today for certain. Hold on, I got something for you. Ebel digs around under the bar, producing a lined case of unlicensed grafts. A gift, my fine friend. And we've only just met. You call in good favors. Ooh, okay, so we get a graft reward. Now, as I said before, these are kind of the artifacts of this game. So we have Scattershot, we have Company Band, and Reflexor Head. So first of all, obviously the orange ones are for battle, and the Reflexor, or the purple ones are for negotiation, as our decks are similarly themed with color. So let's see, Scattershot. Deal 2 bonus damage to targets with Ricochet. Okay, so then that would... we would have to have someone... Or that seems to be a status ability where we would be able to give them Ricochet, which we currently have no way of doing. And then pets have plus 10 health in battle. We also have no way of adding pets for now. So these right off the bat are pretty bad. Now this is interesting. At the start of each negotiation, rig 2 heads. Huh. So that means that the first 2 outcomes of our coin flip will be heads, which ironically is not really what we want, because we just selected to deal 2 damage to a random enemy argument by upgrading to this coin, which would infer that we would love for it to be more snails than heads. We could also decline and gain 30 shills instead. Oh man, that's... Well, on the other hand, it will allow us to do consistently more damage with these guys over here. It could backfire tremendously. We could select the company band. You know what? Like, I think we're gonna have to decline, man. Jesus. Usually you want to pick one, but like neither of these are actually that good, I feel, for what I know, you know? Yeah, we're gonna decline, man. We're just gonna get the money. Very useful, and if I wanted to call in further favors, I got drinks and I got eats. You want anything other than that, you're going to have to talk to the Jakes. A collection of free laborers who work the docks and roads, controlling tariffs. Okay. They have set shop on the edge of the bog and the edge of the law, for that matter. But they're a cagey bunch, so you might have to prove yourself worthy of their business. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Alright. Well, I appreciate the information. I'm sure we'll speak again soon. Okay. So, here's the mechanics behind all this. Alright, so we could buy a drink. And that will restore 10 resolve, but we will also gain slurred speech and tipsy. Now, these cards will go in our decks, and they will remain in our decks until we play them, and then they will be destroyed. So they will be permanently out of our decks. However, the reason this is actually not that good is that they fill up because they don't do anything, right? They don't do any damage. So these make our decks so much worse. And the same thing we have with the meal. So currently we are at full health, but if we give him 50 shills, we restore 15 health and we get a bloated card, which is essentially the same thing. Now we could also go to a room where we could change our outfits, but we haven't unlocked any outfits. And then we can buy cards. Now these are usually just one use or fixed amount of uses. And usually I don't really go for these. I have not really found any interest in getting them. We've built up a nice bank, so let's go see to these, what was it, Shaker or something? If we could get there, or if we would be able to allow them, or if they would allow us to do business with them, which are these guys over here, before we go do this mission. So that's over. So they are running a black market here in Crowdbox, so let's go there. You approach the market, but an armed guard seeps out of the shadows to cut you off. This establishment is for members only. You turn around now, go back the way you came. Now, we could buy a membership, which we obviously don't want to do, or we could negotiate with this man. Now, you might say that on the face value, with the information we have, with 33 resolve versus 20, we would be very much in advance, or we would have the upper hand. Now that really depends on the core argument and how that interacts with our deck. So yes, it's only 20 and we are at 33, but you know, for all we know, his deck might be really well stacked against us. We're still gonna try. As clandestine as you make it sound, this is ultimately a business. So that's our argument. Oh yeah, so 2 damage already. So, whenever Koth deals damage, they gain composure equal to resolve lost. If no resolve is lost, Koth takes 3 damage. So this kind of makes it interesting for us to go defensive as well. So if he doesn't deal the 4, he'll take 3 damage. So if there's a turn where we could not do more than 3 damage, but could prevent him from doing any damage to us, he would still take damage. So that's something you really want to take into account. Alright, since we have 3 of our aggressive cards in hand, it might be interesting to just draw 2 cards and then gamble for each hostility drawn, because it's unlikely that we're gonna draw that. So let's see. See, that's what I meant. Alright, so now we could... this does 1 more damage now, and it attacks twice, so this is effectively 6, right? 3... yeah, there we go. Twice... Alright, so... we could add 2 composure. So this, we're building a very much an aggressive deck. This is gonna do 3 on average, right? Yeah, let's finish this quick and we'll take that damage. We could flip and then deal an extra 2 or apply 1 composure to our core argument, taking 1 less damage, which I think is worth it. Yeah, exactly. I think either result would be great. Taking 1 less damage. And so one of the arguments over here is composure. No, crafty. Intent and targets previews are hidden. So now we don't know what he's going to do next turn, which can get really dangerous at some point. Now we're for sure going to play that over here, I believe, to destroy that argument. Any leftover will be done to the core argument. We'll take his name, increasing that. And I think we'll definitely add some composure and then hope to get 1 more with the flip. Alright. Attack twice with this card, so let's do that now. Do we get there? No, we need to flip somehow. Alright, so we could improvise and maybe get a card that will flip the... alright, so we're kind of fucked. Because we didn't get... Alright, we took kind of a risk, but... Huh. So it's definitely not banked because we don't have any cards prepared. So either we draw 2 cards, which I think could be interesting. Maybe we draw into our flip again, which we don't. So we could still safely go and do 3 now by playing defensively and taking no damage. So we'll do 3 to him. And now we made a new argument over here. Ploy. Targets an opponent's argument each turn for 2 or 2 damage. At the end of each turn, double the damage this argument deals. Alright, we'll shoot... Oh yeah, we got him right now, so... We got him. There we go. Alright, let's see if we want any of these cards. Gamble, remove composure, or steal composure. Alright, so we first flip our lucky coin, and then either we would remove the composure from an argument, or we would steal it, but it doesn't deal any damage. And here we discard a card, but we don't have any value engine to do that yet. And this is attack 2 random arguments. Ah, that's not good. Yeah, we're gonna decline. The money is better because then we can put it towards a card that's actually gonna help our engine. Sorry guys. Oh, wait, hold on. I stopped rating. Well, Medkov, my work takes me all over the continent, my friend, sometimes all the way to Rentoria, which is an island nation to the north of Avaria, frequently, but not currently, opposed to the Deltrian army, empire. I'm a member worth having, with connections in every faction. You a spy then? Fine. Conditional membership granted, but you better have shills to spill. Oh, my friend, we do. We got, 200 shills. So, you're a proprietor. You got boss security, eh? If they're cool with you, so am I. Let's get down to business. So now we have a couple of options. We could remove a battle card or remove a negotiation card. Or we could buy cards. What I usually do is just quickly go over the shop. Ooh, final favor. Spend all influence. Apply 1 composure per influence spent on all your arguments. Which would be good if we would go for like a defensive kind of style. Ooh, this is pretty interesting. Per empty cell. Alright, that's not bad. Apply 1 Ricochet. Alright, so now we know that Ricochet is something we can actually get in our deck, which is interesting. Remove a random debuff from target enemy, gain 1 action. Now, this is interesting. This card pays for itself, but do we have any way to give debuffs? Not right now, I believe. Maybe in here? Yeah, so it wouldn't be great all the time, but when it... So at worst it pays... No, at best it pays for itself. At worst it just costs us 1. Now this is a pretty good card. We're gonna get that for sure. 3/6 that pays for itself. It's not bad. The Lucky Shot deals between 1 and 3. And if we only have... If you have like 1 charge and we spend it, then we deal... And then the rest is empty, then we deal an extra 8, which is pretty good as well, but we would have to be able to manipulate that pretty well. Which I'm not sure we can. Now this gamble, I'm not quite a fan over here. So I think we're gonna get this card for sure, but then we can't remove cards from our deck yet. Oh, but it feels so good, man. Yeah, no, we're getting that. Let's just get it. Probably a bad decision, but hey, we got what we needed. We're not even going to check the rest because we don't have the money for it, so let's get out of here. Alright, let's get over here. Now, as you're moving across the map, there is definitely the possibility that you're going to get interrupted by a random event. I'm not sure if it happened already, but... Alright, so here's Jake, the one who was trying to get out of his contract. And we're going to talk some sense into him. The laborer rubs his elbows like it's been 10 years since they ran out of grease. The human looks you up and down in suspicion. Confront Jake about shirking. I hear that you've been shirking your responsibilities, laborer. You a bounty hunter or something? I ain't no truant. I still show up to every shift. Besides, if the parents don't like the work I put in there, they can just fire me. That's the power they got in it. That's the power they got in it. That's the worst British accent I've ever heard. I gotta serve my contract Hesh and High Water. But they can do what they want. Hesh of the Dark, the cult god of the abyss, believed to live deep under the ocean. Uh-oh. Alright, so what do we do? Do we want to fight him? Oh, he has a friend. So this is an intimidation attempt, which I believe is harder to do, and he will dislike us. Now, what do we want to do here? Do we beat him up or let him off with a warning? I kind of want to test out this new card though, but without a way to apply those debuffs. You know what? Fuck him. There's one way out, of course. Let's do it. Alright, so this guy is... He has power, which his attack damage is increased by 1. It's Jarakal's Instinct. Gain 1 power at the start of battle. This is a species boon. Alright, so he's gaining 1. And then, wanted alive. You've been told to keep this target alive. Okay, so this is the first time I saw that. And worn out, so he's kind of tired. So remove 1 stack when attacked. If worn out reaches 0, apply 1 stun. Okay. So currently we're being hit for 8. So let's see if there's anything that can help us here. Ooh, we could... draw 2 cards and dig for another defensive card. Well, we're definitely gonna block once. And then we only take... Oh yeah, and we gain another 3. So now we're at 6 and we're taking 8. Yeah, so 5, 8. So now we should be good. And take 0 damage right now. We'll find an opening. Okay, so now we need to empty our charge though. Oh, and luckily we kind of draw some cards to start doing that. Now, I think... So who's hitting me for 8? So that's you. Alright, so we're gonna shoot you twice for sure. And then we're gonna be taking some damage. So that's fine though. Spend 1 charge, deal 2 bonus damage, which we'll do. Do we kick him for 8? We're taking some damage though, so 6, 8. Let's just not lose too much life. Now usually you can only do a couple of missions a day, and then you'll get a chance to rest, and like in Slay the Spire you would ascend a full level of floors or something. Here you would kind of do that as well, but then just rest and reset to another day. If we hit him two times, 2 times more, he'll be stunned. So we'll definitely be spending a charge. Oh, and yeah. We're hitting him for... Well, actually, he's ramping up. So we could get him to retreat this turn. So now he's panicked and stunned. So he's gonna give up. And stop fighting us. Now, this guy... So let's see if we can get... Yeah, okay. So here's what we'll do. We're gonna give him a wound, and then we're gonna be using this, which will pay for itself. It will regain our action. Then we'll hunker down and shoot once more. Alright. So we'll spend a charge. And I think we gotta rush him, because this guy is gonna come back into the fight later on, and we can't kill him. So maybe we should just kick this guy and then take the full 7. So he heals a bit. And now we need to hit him for 9 again. So this could get dangerous. Oh, and we're fatigued. So we no longer gain card XP. Which is probably for the best, because you can really... How much damage can we do? So if we do 8 here... Oh, so yeah, we hit him for 8. So how much are you doing? You're doing the 10? No, you're doing the 10. Alright, so if we hit over here and over here, then he'll be gone, right? There's a chance that he might not. Because, like, if we roll both on the lower end here, we're kind of screwed. So we'll hit you for 8. You for 4. 5, apparently. Then we'll take 7. But then we only need to do 4, and this doesn't kill him. Nope. Oh, it does. Oh, fuck. we hit high. Oh no! I think we failed the mission, yeah. Alright, so this is how the game impacts you. So we killed our friend Jake, which we weren't supposed to do. Which also means that we failed the mission. I took the wrong attack. Oh god. Robo kick. Spend up to 2 overcharge. Apply 2 impair per overcharge spent. Now we don't want to really overcharge because we haven't done that yet. So and kind of I feel like our charges are used defensively. So we spent them so we get the defense. So we can be a bit more aggressive each turn. So actually, I don't think any of these are any good. If you have any overcharge, attack twice. So the way I understand overcharge is if we have like full charge, like the 4 batteries are charged, that's when we'll overcharge. So that unless we have a way to aggressively gain that, I don't think any of these are actually any good. Jake is dead. We certainly can't work harder. Oh well. We haven't made any friends over here. Jesus. Alright, sorry boys.